In this video, we'll learn about molarity by dilution. So first of all, we learned molarity, like what is the definition of molarity? Molarity is concentration, how much of a solute is present in the solution. More the solute is, the concentrated the solution is. Now, how can I dilute it? Molarity by dilution. Like if I add more water, of course, I am diluting the solution because now it has less solute and more solvent. So for example, if you have Kool-Aid, you prepare a Kool-Aid for a party, and if you add and you drank some and now you have a little bit left over, you add more water into it. So I'm sure you understand that the taste will go down because now you have added more water into this. The volume will go up, but the taste will go down. The amount of sugar, the sweetness will go down. So this is because you diluted it. Okay, so adding water to a solution to make it less concentrated. So lower the molarity, lower the capital M. The formula is M1V1 equals M2V2. Okay, M1 is the molarity of the solution. So let's say you are preparing Kool-Aid. It's 1 molar Kool-Aid, and you have 3 liters of this. And now you added more water to make 6 liters because you have many more people coming in. So what happens to the molarity? Of course, the molarity is going to go down because to calculate the molarity, you will do 1 molar multiplied by 3 liters divided by 6 liters. So liters get cancelled, it is going to be 0.5 molar. So the molarity went half because you double the volume. So this is a formula we are going to use if we are given two molarities, okay, or we are given two different volumes. So that is called molarity by dilution. For example, let's do this practice question. What volume of 12 molar, what volume of 12 molar is needed to make that? So quite often the question is that how do I know which one is M1 V1, which one is M2 V2? So you have to read the question carefully. You have to understand what is it saying. The question is saying how much of this is needed to make that. That means this is the second part. Okay, so I'm calculating my V1. Let's use a different color. I need to calculate my V1. This is my M1, and I want to make this, okay, of this concentration. For this topic, you can use the unit for volume as milliliters. It doesn't have to be converted into liters. Okay, the liter condition was for the molarity. That had to be in liters, but this one can stay as milliliters. So my formula is M1V1 equals M2V2. M1 is 12.0. My V1 I don't know. My M2 is 3.0. And my V2 is 400. Okay, so to calculate the V1, I divide both sides by 12.0. So I divide this by 12.0. And that gives me, this was molarity. This was milliliters. This is milliliters. So my milliliters are going to get cancelled. You solve the question and that is your answer. Okay. Let's do the second example. If I already have this, okay, this means this is what I already have. And what will be the concentration if I add this much more water? Now pay attention to this, that you are the way it is written, you're adding the volume to this one. So my V2 is not going to be 560. My V2 is going to be 340 plus 560. Okay, which is going to be how much? 1000 milliliters? 900 milliliters. Okay, so my V2 is 900 milliliters. So M1V1 equals M2V2. I have 0.50. This is my M1. My V1 is 340. I don't know the concentration, whereas my volume is 900 milliliters. So to calculate this, you divide this by 900 and that will be your answer. Now the next question is that if I leave 750 milliliter of this solution uncovered. This is my M1, this is my V1. So I left it uncovered, and 150 milliliter of solvent evaporates. That means my V2 is 750 minus 150. So it is 600 milliliters. Okay. What is the second concentration? So M1V1 equals M2V2. M1 is 0.50. My V1 is 750 milliliters. And I don't know the M2, but my V2 is 600 milliliters. So to calculate the M2, I divide this by 600, and that will be my answer, my second concentration. So this is how we are going to do this. The formula is going to be M1V1 equals M2V2. So we learned two things in molarity. Molarity equals moles over liters. That was the formula to calculate molarity. And then the molarity by dilution is M1V1 equals M2V2. So these two formulas we will be practicing it in class.